ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 27 of the TBD Gaming Podcast. As per usual, I'm your host Harry, and joining me today we have Adri.
Hi.
Hey, welcome back, Adri. We have Reese.
Hello.
Hello, Reese, and back again is Zerk.
Hi everyone, good to be back.
Yeah. Okay. So we actually have a lot of things to talk about because we had a direct. I think is it 1 or 2 days ago? 2 days ago. Yes, 2 days ago. And it was jam packed. So our whole podcast today, this time, we are all just talking about that one. But before that, we always have to start with what we've been playing over the past week. So let's go with Zerk first. Zerk, what have you been playing?
Let's go.
Hey, I don't know where to start. I cannot remember. I was away for
Where
2
to
weeks.
start some more?
Sunday.
Whoosh.
No, because I've been playing here and there, not
Okay.
fully like what I used to. I think I played Fire Emblem. Yes, I have one.
All right. Nice.
Oh.
Engage, is it?
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
I just bought it out of the blue. I'm not planning to,
Out of the blue.
play it.
If only I
Because
had.
Out the
no
red
other
and blue.
console.
Red and blue.
Yeah, if only I have that blue out of the
No, because I was away abroad for the past 2 weeks, so I got no console. So I have only Switch, so I just purchased that thing. Quite fun. I think I was in 30 hours. It's after playing Tactic Ogre, I think Fire Emblem is easy for me.
Child's play.
After going through.
Wait.
After going
Did
through.
you play the permadeath kind of?
No, I
Yeah,
refuse
you should
to
have played
get-
that. Yeah, the permadeath one lah.
Yeah, but,
But
trust
yeah.
me, bro, Tactic Ogre is more annoying.
I played.
this is-
I finished Tactic Ogre before. Yeah, I know. It's a tough game. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanna play
I
that.
cannot, for the
I
love
want to
of
play
God.
that then. I'll make it
I can
I'm a
give you
big-
my PS5 version if you want.
No, I don't have
Oh,
PS5.
Fire Emblem is quite fun. Oh yeah. Oh,
I don't
sorry,
have
bro.
PS5.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Harry.
Anyone?
I shall play on the Switch this year.
Yeah.
sometime.
I'm a big fan of SRPG. So tactical RPG. They always.
This is my first Fire Emblem.
Oh,
And,
what a good one. That's a good one.
Yep. And it's quite fun. What else did I play? I still play One Piece.
All
And
right.
right after the
Luffy.
direct, I've been putting my face inside the Nintendo Switch to play all the demos.
Nice.
Oh yeah, cool.
Octopath Traveler, oh my god, it's my game since Octopath Traveler 1. Octopath Traveler 2, if any of you guys haven't played or tried or download,
Mhm.
I downloaded in 3 of my console and devices, so I basically finished all the character.
Wow.
Nice.
It's so good. It's good. You're missing something if you don't. I mean, it's a JRPG. No one have time for JRPG, right? But yeah,
We always, I think
what's
all
the
of
name
us will try our best to locate time for JRPGs.
Yes.
All of us
Right.
here, I believe.
Right. Not many
Only
people.
one. Only
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
Just so you know.
And there's another demo, right? What's the name of that game again?
Sea
That
of
looks like,
Stars. Sea of Stars.
Sea of Stars.
Yeah.
The demo came out, did it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
The
Yeah.
demo came
On
out.
the
The demo
Switch.
came
On
out.
the Switch.
All right.
Yeah. So I
It looks
downloaded
very
that.
Chrono
And I
Trigger.
downloaded Kirby as well. So I've been
Okay.
playing. Sea of Stars is very generous. They will allow you to play without any time limit. Unlike Octopath Traveler, they only give you 3 hours.
Right.
So
Ooh,
I'm gonna
that's
give
so
it
good.
away.
Mhm.
So I've been playing. I finished the Sea of Star. I replayed again on my.
Damn, Sea of Stars, you
Right.
finished already?
It's a very short one, bro.
Okay,
It's
good,
fun.
good.
Please play it yourself.
It has
so
to
yeah,
be.
I
It
think
has
those
to
are the
be.
games.
It has
Playing
to
on
be good.
stream.
But the problem is it's gonna be only available in August, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
August.
gonna, they
29.
the full game.
Damn it.
Stars,
Yeah. So I'm not.
quite
Yeah.
August 29. So sometime away.
I believe I played some other games, but I forgot. But yeah, I think that's that.
Okay, so
Cool.
basically, what's the game again? Fire Emblem, Engage and Octopath Traveler, right?
One Piece.
One Piece,
Yeah.
One Piece, and
One Piece as
Octopath
well.
Traveler 2, the 3 games. That's not bad. That's not bad. Adri, what about you? What have you been playing aside from Midnight Sun? Do you have anything else aside from
Damn
Midnight
it.
Sun?
Damn it. Nothing.
Nothing. Oh jeez. Okay, sorry.
No, I've been playing. I'm gonna surprise you guys. I've been playing a dungeon crawler called Towers of Everland on the
Oh.
Apple Arcade.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
I did
yeah,
as well. Yeah.
it's pretty good. It's actually the graphics is stylized, but they put it like a realistic effect on it to
Tower
make
game?
you
Is it Tower Defense game?
tower. It's not tower. It's not a tower. It's a rogue-like dungeon crawler, first
Okay.
person dungeon crawler. It's like
Right.
the old dungeon crawler style. You first person and you hold a sword or whatever, and then you move, and then the enemy, you see the enemy and you attack like that and all that.
It's kind of like
So
the old Elder Scrolls.
yeah, it's like the old Elder Scrolls, but you only enter a dungeon, and that's about it. You only and
Oh, okay. No
and
overworld.
somehow
No
I got
overworld. Overworld. Nothing.
no. There's a town where you get, but you don't walk around the town. You have to pick like you just tap on it like
Ah,
so.
okay.
So you can play on landscape or even one-handed through your iPhone or whatnot. So I've been playing like this with Everland. Is like, oh, this is pretty cool. And also play on my iPad with the keyboard attached to it. So it's like a mini laptop. I'm playing with the keyboard attached to the iPad. So that game is pretty cool actually. And I suggest you guys try to give it a hand if you got Apple Arcade or an iOS device somehow.
Man,
But yeah,
I kind of wish that Android has some kind of arcade kind of
that's true.
thing
They
though.
they Google
Apple
Play has
Arcade is
been
cool.
doing one.
Haven't done
Apple
yet.
Google
Arcade
They
is
Play has
haven't
a
done yet.
plan, but they haven't released in Malaysia. They released somewhere other countries, but not here yet.
I would get that. I
So,
would get that, to be honest. I would get that.
but yeah, try it when you can. It's pretty good actually.
Cool. So okay.
It's a
Aside from that, anything else?
Midnight Suns. I'm gonna say it.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
trying to finish it.
Embrace Midnight Sun.
How long more? How long more?
I just reached part 3 where
Oh,
I just passed
okay.
the Hulk.
Should be. Oh wow, you got it.
Hulk is not
Spoiler.
Hulk is not a spoiler. He appeared in the trailer, whatever.
Yeah.
But I
I
just
think you got 6, 7 more hours to go. Yeah.
okay, perfect. I just enough for me to finish before Wild Hearts come out on Friday. So yes,
I shall see you stream that. Maybe I'll get it in a few months' time.
okay, cool. We can crossplay on
It
anything.
depends if I'm getting more clients for the next few months. Then I'm gonna get it.
I'll
We'll
pray
see.
clients come to you.
We'll see how it goes. Reese, what about you? What have you been playing? Surprises? I think you mentioned it, but I'm not sure. I don't remember already.
Yeah, I think I've been pretty active for the last couple of weeks. Of course, with Unique, I
Oh
finally
yeah,
got the chance to beat the game.
yeah, boy.
Got a full ending or the good ending kind of
Oh, you
stuff.
got a good ending. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the game. I mean, it's definitely not a common trait that you see a lot in games nowadays. It's a pretty puzzly kind of game, but at the same time, it's very challenging. Not in terms of the battle. Well, the battle is it's still not a easy kick as well. But people have been saying that the game is like a Dark Soul version of 2D Zelda, right? You see the enemy. You have to really be good in dodging and attacking, right? I it at first it was a bit difficult, but once you get the routine kind of stuff, you gonna you do feel it's getting a bit easier from time to time. But I think the difficult part of that game is the puzzle. The puzzle of not the at least not the main puzzle. The main puzzle are pretty straightforward, but to get that super ending, about the good ending and stuff, you have to solve a lot of puzzle. That depends on your I think there's like a notebook that you collect in the game, right? And that notebook has a secret kind of details that you need to dig in to find the code to the game. Like, you will see those Konami codes, right? You guys familiar with the Konami codes, right?
Yeah, up,
Mm.
down, down.
Yeah, something like so. The booklet that you gather in the game, right? The booklet
Yeah.
that has those detail into it that you need to try to figure it out, and what does a picture mean or something like that to get that code kind of stuff lah. So it definitely I feel that it's definitely uh, not for casual. I guess you can finish up the game pretty okay, but to get the good ending, it's definitely not for the casual because the puzzles are, I mean, crazy, man. A lot of those puzzles you can't really. I don't know how people would be able to how do you say solve the puzzle for those kind of
This-
yeah. It's I don't know. You got Adri, had you tried playing the game before?
I did, but I
Yeah.
haven't reached so far yet.
Yeah,
Mm, same thing.
there are some. Well, I'm not saying some. There's a lot of fourth dimension kind of puzzle that you need to uncover, and then you need to open up a website, and the website will tell you something. I mean, those kind of thing. It goes. I mean, the old school style where you need.
Okay.
Yeah, those kind of stuff. You know, you saw like a link in the notebook in the guidebook, and then you go Google it up, and then you'll find something. So I mean, those kind of things lah. The puzzles are very very challenging. To some extent, it gets a bit annoying. I guess because I don't know how would someone figure those out. Like, it's gonna be very difficult for. Maybe it's more like a you need to take your time with the game. Maybe like after a couple of years only, then you'll be able to solve those kind of puzzles. But
After you forgot about it, and then you remember
yeah. I
it
mean,
again.
it's like a slow kind of. But nowadays, games are like you want to get it done as soon as possible, right? Midnight Sun, I think, was a good example, right? So you want to get it done as soon as possible so that you can jump to the next game, kind of stuff. But I don't know. But yeah, that's for Tunic lah. I would say it's still a good. It's a great game. But I think some part of it it too difficult, I guess. And then I've been playing Vampire Survivor. Was it that is that what is it called?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that game
Survivor.
is
that's a good one.
yeah, yeah, it's amazing, man. I mean, it's a simple kind of game. You just and you can play on your phone, and then you just I think it's a fun game, and you don't have to put a lot of effort. Just that you're gonna have a lot of fun with that, and I love it. And then I'm still playing my Persona Royal for my Switch, right? RPG stuff, very slow, grindy kind of game. Yeah, but it's definitely fun. And then I got Dead Space, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
amazing. It's really amazing.
I
That
need
game.
it.
No,
You
it's,
don't
it's,
need it.
it's
You're
that
scared.
It.
I'm
Oh
okay
my.
with Dead Space somehow.
Okay, just gonna give you something. So I'm a kind of person where when I play the game, I'm not gonna be scared of the surprises, but I'll be a person who will be doing a lot of restart again and again just to make sure that I can get the best outcome of the battle, right? So whenever there's a battle with it, I'll try to use less bullet, try to use your
Wow.
and then if
Okay.
technically initially I was trying to do like no damage kind of run, I was every time I die, and then I'll just even there was some cases where I finish up that battle scene, I'll be like, no, I need to restart. I can do it better. I can do so to that point. But the game is amazing, man. I think it's just unlucky that the game is the remake or remaster kind of thing. So you won't see those kind of game getting a lot of full score kind of. But it's definitely a deserving kind of game. I think Callisto Project, was it that came
Protocol.
Protocol Callisto that came a bit earlier, had some issue, which yeah, which Dead Space nailed. I know you guys have been playing. You guys did play the PS3 version. Was it PS3, right? Back then it was
The
PS3, right?
PC. I played
Yeah.
PC, yeah. But yeah, the
Uh,
original.
I think it's still the same. They did some changes in some of the root of the game, but it's still generally the same kind of game. It's just that you're feeling the environment definitely better this time around lah. But
I
yeah.
think the dev has the advantage this round of using
Yes,
an
yes.
existing idea because the
Assets and idea.
the core design of the game they don't change, and what shine is
Correct.
the core design of the game. So I'm to
Yep.
give you the benefit of doubt. If you ask this team to make a new Dead Space, maybe it could be different already
That'd be
because
challenging.
they
Correct.
don't have
That'd
a
be- yeah.
skeleton of their self
Template, yep,
to
correct.
refer to. They have to build their own skeleton. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
Well,
they might
yeah.
go with 2 first, 3, maybe 3. They have a challenge already.
Yeah. The thing is, when I play, it's one of the eagerness that I get from playing is just to wait for Resident Evil 4 because there's a lot of resemblance between these two games, right? So right now when I play,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it's
Oh.
definitely.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, Reese, but Dead Space is actually inspired by Resident Evil 4.
Yes, I
yeah.
know. Yeah, I heard
So-
about the news. Yeah.
So the funny
Because you
thing
can
that Dead
show
Space
the-
remake came out and then Resident Evil 4 is coming out after this
Yeah.
is oh my
Full
god.
circle,
it's,
full circle, full
it's
circle.
full circle,
One of the-
man.
one of the main improvement that Dead Space did when they were using RE4 as a template was that unlike RE4, you can move while you shoot in Dead Space. So I think that's
Yes,
one of the things that they changed a bit, slightly bit, which works really fine, right? So because RE4, you when you shoot, you're gonna be stuck at a you're not mobile, right? So yeah.
Mm.
And then of course we got this direct, right? And as Zerg is, I was like starting to download all those demos and starting to and the GBA game as well. Oh my god! I mean, yeah, it's
We'll talk
getting a
about
bit.
that later.
Yeah,
We'll talk about
exactly.
that
So yeah,
later. Okay, so cool. Reese actually played quite a lot of games. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Getting a
compared
bit
to you
of free
guys,
time.
right? I think compared to you guys, I'm the old. I am really lacking because I'm busy. And so if the one game that I play, I think I mentioned it in Ree's podcast already. It's still Dying Light 2. Can't stop thinking about that game. It's fun, really fun. Addicted to it. I think I'm gonna keep playing that for maybe a few months because there's just so much content.
Nice.
You got it on
So
PC, right?
yeah, I got a PC because
Yeah.
they fix mainly they fix a lot of stuff, plus it's 50% off lah. I'll take the chance. So I took a chance and then I enjoy it quite a bit. So yeah, fantastic. So
All right.
let's move on to our main topic. Basically, is a direct. So what we're gonna do is we will be going through all most of the games. There's 35 of them. Don't expect us to dive in deep into all of them. Some of them we'll just go through. So we'll see how it goes. Let's move on. Let's talk about the let's start right now. The very first the direct start off with Pikmin 4. I'm not sure you guys are very familiar with the franchise. I recall Adri say he's not.
I'm not. I only know Pikmin through the Smash Brother character Olimar.
Yeah.
That's as close as Pikmin I got.
Yeah, I think a lot of, I'm not sure is it that franchise doesn't is not that well exposed in especially in places like Asia and Malaysia, I think.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention it. It's coming on July 21st. Reese, do you have any thoughts about this one? Quite
I've
interesting,
played
right?
I played a couple of Pikmins. It's a slow paced kind of game. Well, at least the one that I played before, right? Where you it's I would say RTS kind of game,
Mm.
real time strategy. Kind of.
Okay.
It's just that it's not as I think it's not as macro as a lot of those RTS. It's a bit micro for this one because you would need to control a certain group of pigmen based on color. So I think they divide back. They're dividing those pigmen based on colors, and each color have their own kind of set skills that you would need, and they are basically the I don't know how to say it.
Sacrificial.
Sacrificial
Think-
kind of. Yeah.
Actually, if you
would
think
use
about
them
it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
If you
you
think
use
about
them to
Just looking at the
make sure that
trailer,
you
like
achieve your objective.
They just throw on you, it's like whack on
yeah,
it,
they
whack
just
on
Yeah.
it.
throw.
Just whack on it.
And the idea of the game is that you are like a mini kind of character. Olimar is very small. I think as
Yeah,
big
you're
as
basically a small character in a big world.
yes, yeah. You even ants are bigger than you or something like that. So
Yeah.
you would need to you need to navigate through the human world. I would assume that's the human world where it's like I mean, have you guys seen Honey I Shrunk the Kid or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like
another
that.
example is also
Yeah.
like Grounded. Grounded is a similar theme
Okay, right.
as
Yeah,
well.
Never
Grounded.
tried Grounded before. Yeah, yeah, but something like that. So
Mm.
it's a I would say more thinking kind of game that you need to think. It's not aggressive, but with the Pikmin 4 trailer that we saw, right, it feels that they are pushing that a bit to be a bit more aggressive. So you can see if it like a puppy kind of thing that the puppy is like I don't know, is it a puppy? Maybe it's a puppy. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's a
It's sort
puppy.
of a dog lah, basically. It's sort of a dog.
Yeah, something like that. So the puppy will be like something like gonna be the uh motivator for you to be a bit more aggressive. I don't know. I'm just this is based on the Pikmin. This game has been delayed for sometime. I think it was announced back in 2013. If I'm not mistaken, I can't
Long
be sure.
time
Yeah, it's been
ago.
announced for a long time.
It's been some time ago. I think it initially planned to be out for Wii U back then, but then I guess Miyamoto, being Miyamoto, what is his popular quote? I forgot. Was that
Actually, that
delay
was.
game.
I'm not sure
And
if
I
that is
forgot.
actually originated from him, but I think pretty
No,
much everyone
it's not.
associated with it.
I think it's a meme. It's a meme.
Yeah.
It's a meme. But yeah. So yeah, it's if you like those strategical, slow pace and thinking kind of game, that definitely will be a good game for you guys. Yeah.
I think I want to. I
Okay.
mean, actually, there's another game that very similar. Is Kenneth Bridge of Spirits. Kenneth Bridge of Spirits also have smaller characters like that you can order to do some stuff. But of course, Kenneth has a bit more action element into it where Kenneth actually get to fight. Yeah, so that's one. I also realized that this game is more. Seems a bit more fast paced. When you actually see later down the trailers, right? You actually get to see that you need to make some quick split seconds decision when it comes to
Yeah.
your strategy, when it comes
Yeah,
fighting
so
the
it's a
bosses.
bit aggressive this time.
Yeah, so
A bit aggressive
that's
this time.
yeah, sounds pretty amazing. Of course, for me, it will not be a first. It will not be a must buy. Maybe you have to wait. It's those kind of game like that. It's not like a must day one buy.
I think this is gonna be your game, Harry. I think this is gonna be your game. I mean, I just got the feeling that
Yeah, strategy and stuff.
you
Actually, I love Cannabis
yeah
of Spirits.
gonna think
Just that game is quite difficult
slow
in a way.
or difficult. Okay, all
I
right, all right.
assume that I think I would describe it that way. Zer, do you have anything you want to say about Pigment 4? Are you familiar?
I am familiar just because in my place, Pikmin is the only game that no one buy back in the days. So
I think it's
purchased.
the same as
I think it's happening
Yeah.
again. I think it's happening
The
again.
only- Yeah, the only cause. And no, I'm telling the truth. I mean, you go to the shop, there's no other game except Pikmin. I remember buying Pikmin. Hey Pikmin, is that Nintendo 2DS?
that one.
kinda
I
fun, I
understand.
would
That
say.
one is.
Yeah, Hey Pikmin is like Kirby, I would say, rather than
Yeah. I think
It's a
more like
2D
Kirby.
side
Yeah,
scroller kind of.
yeah, you need to use that
Spin-off.
stylus to throw the Pikmin. You know, although you the Captain Olima, you need to use your usual controller. I won't say that this is a passable version. I kind of like it. It's new. Everyone has been talking about Pikmin since forever, right?
Yep.
I will personally, I will not get it on day one because backlog. But if it is suddenly on discount in Gamers Hideout, like buy two for 200, like what you
Yeah.
used to see, I think it's gonna be like that. So I will.
It definitely won't go on sale on
consider.
eShop
Yeah.
because it's a
looks-
Nintendo
yes,
game.
this is the kind of game whereby you will buy and you forgot that you have one. So this is the kind of game that
Unfortunate lah. I
yeah.
think it's unfortunate, but I think they know
Yeah.
already. Like Nintendo knows. That's the reason why they're not
But-
so eager into letting the fourth entry out.
Miyamoto really sayang this Pikmin. No, I think he's
Actually, yeah,
does,
he
he does.
did. Yes.
For
Yep.
some reason he's always gonna be pushing this Pikmin. I don't know. Maybe he got some
Literally pushing it.
personal kind of no, it's real. He's but I guess
No one play Pikmin in Smash, right? So yeah.
Actually, I do.
Yeah.
I think there will be all
There
of
are
our
some
mains.
pros,
They
but
are-
not
they-
many.
they are
season
groups,
level.
yeah.
You do,
Aloma is like a low tier in Smash.
low tier, correct.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
I mean, even for a franchise IP itself, it's not like a tier like Mario Zelda. I don't think it's even B
Mhm.
tier.
Definitely, it's not. I think it's maybe
might be C or D tier. I
B
don't know
to
what's the
C,
tier lah. I don't know how many
B to C,
tier are there lah, but it's the last few lah. But
think B
whenever
to C lah.
yeah, but regardless, right, the IP when a game comes out, right, the quality is pretty good. It's just that unfortunately, it will not be a day one buy for everyone lah, right? Only for like a certain very big fans. So that's too
We
bad lah.
had the Pikmin Deluxe, right? Pikmin 3 Deluxe, right? For Switch, right?
Wait.
No, we do have.
Was it?
Oh, we do.
yeah,
I
we-
think
yeah,
we
we
do.
had-
I think there is a
we
Pigment 3. I
have-
think there's a Pigment
So
3.
I think they ported it from Wii U. Remember that?
You see,
Oh, yeah, there is.
this just shows how less people care because I actually don't know.
There is a and
Maybe
they
in
said it
our
was,
region it's not that popular.
I think
Yeah, they have it. Yeah.
one of the
a
feature that I
deluxe
know that they're
for
trying to implement for this Pikmin is that you can play as a first person You or
I
something
think
like
they
that. I don't
mentioned
know.
it. I think they
Yeah,
mentioned
something like
it.
that. But I don't remember. So slightly a bit
Maybe
new stuff that
it's more for immersion, or it will look kind of like
I
the
don't know. Yeah.
perspective for like grounded lah, where it's kind of like you can see the whole world like very big like that lah. Okay, so let's move on from Pikmin 4. We move on to the second game, which they talk about the Wave 3 and Wave 4 DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Okay, I try not to spend too much time on this one, lah. But I think because me and Aju, we already said what we want to say during Reed's podcast. But for me, I am very excited. Wave 3, the new hero, I don't know. I know no what's it called, reaction. I need to play, see what's the story first. But when it comes to the
Yeah.
Wave 4, I think the Wave 4 is the most important thing out of this direct,
Wave
where
4, yeah.
where you actually get to a glimpse of what the direction they are going for the so-called the story part of the DLC. Saw like Daytona, the Golden Country for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So as per what everyone has been speculating, they are going with the founder's story. So pretty much it's a prequel. So I'm actually pretty excited because it's pretty clear that we have Shulk, we have adult version, more older version of Shulk, we have more older version of Rex, and we have I think it's a more older version of Noah, which is pretty previous
Uh, mm,
reincarnation of Noah. So I
it
am
could be
actually
okay. A bit of theory time since we already talk our obviously we talk about in Reese's podcast.
yeah
I saw I don't know if you saw over Twitter or social media, Harry, but
okay
the statues are
yeah
exactly the same clothes. The clothes design is exactly what Shulk and Rex
yeah yeah
are
yep
wearing
yep
on
yep
the
yep yep
statues.
mm-hmm.
And then about the ponytail guy, people say that could be Noah and Mio's descendant. You know the kid that got left behind. Oh, spoiler alert! The kid got the left behind.
It doesn't affect anything, so it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that
Reach,
could be the
just close
generation.
your ears.
Close your ears, everyone. So yeah, from that generation, you get that guy that we saw, the ponytail guy, because he's also
Interesting
no
take though.
holding.
Interesting
He's
take.
holding Noah's sword. I think one shot. I think they released the Wave 4 coming, and then is another angle of the ponytail guy. He's using the Noah's sword, the gauntlet thing.
Mm-hmm.
He was wearing that. He was wearing that in one screenshot. So yeah, he's definitely related to Noah somehow.
Yeah, I think it's also interesting that perhaps we get to see, because they are fighting against Elvis, which in this
Right.
case maybe we get to see the birth, the origin of oh shit, what's the bad guys in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Suddenly it left out my sorry.
The consoles.
The console. Sorry, yeah, basically those people. So I think it's quite interesting when it comes to the origin of that. So I just hope they do it well, because they said that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is sold 1.8 million. I want to celebrate the achievement, but I still feel that such a good game doesn't deserve to just have 1.8 million. They deserve to have more. So hopefully
Just to add a bit, sorry guys. When you're talking about the figures, right? I to be honest, from my side, I feel that they are the new Final Fantasy, and I'm just having that kind of
Oh, okay,
yeah. I don't
okay.
know.
I think I get what you're
Yeah,
trying to say.
yeah. So I think you can see the way that they treat the RPG are more still East kind of theme kind of RPG rather than Western RPG, right? Because you're starting to see that Final Fantasy are heading towards the Western kind of
Yeah, it does. It
yeah.
does. It
So I don't
become
know.
like Devil May Cry.
Yeah, something like that.
That's the reason why for me, right? Xenoblade Chronicles always be higher. Ever since I played the first one, Xenoblade Chronicles has always been higher in my list
Yeah.
when it comes to RPGs. Final Fantasy,
Right.
as much as I love them, as much as I enjoy most of the games, it has fallen down quite a bit over the years, just because it's getting less and less accessible unless you have much more stronger hardwares. So I'm definitely not gonna play Final Fantasy 16.
That's true.
15 I haven't even touched much yet, so there's still some time for me to go. So that's the reason why it's just keep going down and down. But I definitely respect it of it's the role that the franchise play. It's just that, man, it's gonna take a few years for me to finally go there. I want to play 16. I want to see the summons actually do Street Fighter style fight.
Game of Thrones.
Fight.
Game of Thrones Street Fighter style.
Yeah. So okay. What else? What else? Anyone else have any thoughts about Xenoblade? Zerk, do you play Xenoblade 3?
I'm still finding my cartridge. I don't know where
Oh
I put
yeah,
it.
I recall you lost it.
Yeah.
Take this guy out.
I
Now I remember.
Yeah.
It's
I have no
somewhere.
idea where it is.
Somewhere.
So I welcome the Xenoblade DLC, obviously, because I heard the podcast that you guys were talking about it. But I do not want to buy it again, but then yeah, we'll see how.
I actually can rent you lah.
Can win.
I did so scared
I'm sure
already.
you're gonna stream it.
No worries, like we shall wait for you to finally get to play it. I mean the game is not gonna run away. The game is not like a live service where it actually there's an end to the game. Once it's release finished, most likely they're gonna release an ultimate pack or maybe a separate cartridge of it of the Story Way 4 DLC. All right, let's move on to the third game. Not sure you guys are familiar. They basically it's called Samba de Amigo Party Central. Basically, it's like a Just Dance, but instead of body movement, I think it's still body movement lah. But you actually play like a rock. What's the thing called? What's the thing called? The
Maracas.
Maracas. Okay, yeah, Maracas. So where the Maracas is basically your Joy-Con lah. So I think this is quite interesting. This is the must-have music game that Just Dance didn't show up in this direct. So somebody my amigo actually fills up the spot. I find the game. I just watched it just now. Right?
Ubisoft is in trouble, so they're like, "This is our chance, guys."
I find that this game looks very fun. I always very fascinated with games like this, but same thing with Bigman where it's just not a day one buy. It's just so sad. I'll let you guys say what you. Anyone here have any thoughts? You can just chime in. What do you think about the game? For me, it's good lah, but it won't be day one.
I'll probably get it on sale, definitely.
Another one.
It is,
Reese, what about you? Surprise us, man! Surprise us.
No,
You
gotta
man.
get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna day one the fashion. What was that the fashion game?
Hey, not yet, man. Not yet.
wait.
Wait a minute.
Special segment.
What about this one? Is it a no buy or on sale?
I'm considering because of that you got a bit of physical kind of treatment to the game, right? So it seems that something that might be fun. I got my the Switch. What do you call that exercise
Fit.
thing? I've got
Ring
Ring Fit, right?
I have it too,
And
yeah.
I played it like a couple of months, and I guess
Got lazy.
I can consider that. Yeah. Can consider to be a day one kind of stuff like for me at least, yeah.
All
Compared
right.
to the rest of
Zerk,
yeah.
do you play these kind of games?
Yeah, we do. In Wii
Nice.
last time.
Uh-huh.
I think because my friend like it, so I think, say for example, I have a friend that come and then they wanted to play. I think they will get it lah. But then I remember 2008, we were playing just once and then we forget about it. So it's kind of fine.
It's one of
But
those games.
I personally, because now it's on Nintendo, right? I think Switch, right? I think I'm not gonna play it just because I want to buy it. But yeah.
I think this is one of those games where you have to really consider if you are alone, right? Most likely you won't get it. It's not like Ring Fit, Ring Fit you might want to get it yourself, but
And you might benefit a lot
You might
from it.
benefit, yeah. But somebody amigo
I
like
read-
Just Dance. Yeah, go ahead.
I read in Reddit they were saying that now you can actually online play up to 8 people. I'm not sure whether it's true.
Oh,
Wow,
that's cool.
competitive.
Nice.
Yeah, you can still play it with people, but like I said, it's been years since we played this game last time because we had to choose between this and what Mario game last time. So
Most likely
this one
Mario
can play a
game.
lot of people. So yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I would say that if you have a lot of people gonna come over, to your house, then you most likely you're gonna get games like this. Like you're not gonna let them play like
Party
I
game,
don't know.
yes.
Yeah, you're gonna get like Mario
Yeah.
Party. You're gonna get like Just Dance. You're gonna get like games like Samba de Amigo. So I think it's more of a party family than you get it. Okay,
Correct.
let's cut the bullshit and talk about the game of the direct. Well, of course, I'm talking about Fashion Dreamer. This is
Yeah.
awesome. I can't wait to play it. Uh,
Count me out. I'm not gonna say
I
anything
can't
about
wait
this.
I can't wait to dress up my character and in many different ways, and get rated. I assume get online rated by people, and maybe try to role play and try to be an influencer. So I'm actually very
How it
excited.
is.
This
How
is
it is.
what?
That's how it's supposed to be.
This how it's
If you
supposed to
can't,
be.
you can't make it in the real world. You just do it in Fashion Dreamer.
Yeah. This is done by what? Exceed Marvelous?
Yeah, Exceed.
Oh
Exceed.
my god, like wait,
And
jeez.
Marvelous. What happened to Wild Arms? Why are you giving us?
Well, oh my god. Wow.
We need Wild
Hey, hey.
Arms.
This is what you get on the Switch, man.
It's just
What's that?
mean?
Fashion savvy, right? Is it fashion savvy?
yeah, I don't know.
Something like that, right?
It's
Is that your daughter's
fashion
one?
shoot. Yes, it's my daughter one. It's
Yeah.
fashion shoot.
Fashion shit. Yeah.
There you go.
Is Fashion
Damn.
Dreamer a sequel this whole time?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we
Could
have
be.
we have to kneel down to Reese already. He has the receipt to prove that he's the biggest fan of the game.
He's a legit. Yeah. He's gonna get collector's edition for this one.
Oh my god, yeah, CE.
And you know,
Is
guys-
it for real? What the fuck?
and you know what's crazier? This is actually a Switch exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
It's a Switch
Yeah, it's-
exclusive.
Wow. Wow.
Game of the year, man. This is the only Switch exclusive, third party wise lah. Switch exclusive in the direct. Let's not count the first party.
That's
Jeez.
interesting. I thought they would like put it on.
Is it gonna be a
PlayStation 5.
play online kind of game? Is it? You can trade with
I think
other.
there's online elements. I think there's some online interactions. Maybe you get to rate other people's outfits
Yeah,
and stuff
so-
like that. So it's pretty much real world Instagram. So why not, right?
Yup.
Why not?
And you can
let
steal
your
people outfits. You can steal their look.
oh that's pretty much real world
Exactly,
anyway.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
might as well
No,
let's
yeah,
just
that's
keep it
true, that's
going.
That's true. That's like real world.
Okay, I think we gave enough time for this game lah. Although I would like to spend more time with it, but we have to move on. All right. I want to know
Okay.
that if given
We'll wait for the Game Awards.
yeah, we wait for Game
Wait.
Awards and then it must be there. It must be nominated.
Yeah,
or else,
better
right, I
mention
think,
this.
else, right, I think we will DM. We will add Jeff Keighley and say that this whole thing is rigged. We will move on to the fifth game. I think we need to quicker. I think. All right, now let's move on to Death Cells DLC Castlevania. This is awesome. This is a big for indie game, man.
big-
For indie game. You
It's
don't
a
see
big
this
win
often.
for
Right?
them.
Don't see
Yeah.
this often, man.
This is
You don't see
the
this.
6 years. Is it the 5th year? Sorry.
The game has been quite
Yeah,
quite a while.
Six,
It's
seven
going
years.
strong also.
Yeah,
Quite
6,
long.
yep,
The
yep,
game has been around
something.
quite long.
The devs are
Yeah.
actually pretty active. I think they're the only
Yeah,
one
they are.
that look for other indie titles IPs to partner. So
Correct.
you would
They
think
did it
that
with Shovel Knight.
yep. Yeah, with Shovel Knight. So you would think that that's their level that they're going, but now they get to talk to Konami and then get the Castlevania
Yes,
IP in as well.
exactly.
So imagine what kind of thing they can do.
Exactly. Yep.
Of course,
Yeah.
it's its own DLC. They wouldn't give it away like the other indie DLC they did. So this is a huge one for them. So it's nice lah that Konami didn't forget. It's kind of cheating for Konami also. Like, you
You got the name right.
we won't make a new Castlevania, but you want to make it? Okay, here you go.
Yes, exactly. They got the name.
Yeah, you make all the models, you make all the characters. You do animation yourself. We give you the rights to use the
Yeah,
word.
just pay us for the
Castlevania.
rights. Just pay us for the rights.
Yeah.
Pay us for the
Yeah,
All the card.
so
Yeah.
of course they were like, oh yeah, sure, we'll take it. But it's kind of nice lah. It looks like how Castlevania should look like if it's released now.
Mhm,
So-
true.
Yeah.
To
right,
be
and
honest,
it's
lah,
nice to see.
Go ahead.
sorry, it's nice to see that I think from a consumer kind of perspective, right? You're getting like more than 100%. We getting all this DLC, right? It's really very consumer kind of game lah. So yeah.
Yeah, I would consider Dead Cells, right, a much more better managed game in terms of content, even more than Hades. I think Hades, you pretty much the base game and that's about it, right? Hades is usually the base game and that's about it, right? Adri, I think you're muted.
Sorry, I was
Oh,
talking to
okay,
my
cool.
son.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think Dead Cells keep having new content coming in. You can keep hearing about its presence. I think this is one good way to do it, like, to keep the game alive.
I heard
alive.
you're gonna come up with the Hades 2 or something like that. I heard the
Hades
news.
2
I'm
is
not
already
sure how.
announced. It's already announced.
Confirmed.
Yeah,
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 see, like,
and
it's like
then
Dead Cells not even 2 yet. Dead Cells is just 1, and then there's
right,
just so much
right,
content.
right. And of course, we had the biggest contender to this, I guess, Hollow Knight, right? The sequel that we've been waiting.
Silksong is
Yeah,
not.
still song, right?
Mm,
Yeah, so
I feel like they
this
play
game.
differently between
Yeah,
each
well,
other.
definitely they play a bit differently because
Yeah,
I think Dead Cells is a roguelike kind of game.
yeah, roguelike.
And there's a lot
While
more like buffs and stuff. A bunch of buffs and
yeah, Hollow
weapons
Knight
and
is more like a
Weapons.
Metroidvania.
yeah, it works. It suits so well with Metroid, with Castlevania because of Symphony of the Night.
Mm.
Is like that came out like that started this kind of trend. So yeah, good for Dead Cells. I think we're all excited about it. Next one is Tron Identity. I
Woo!
I have no feeling about the game. Adri is excited. Zer, are you excited as well? Are you a fan of Tron?
I think the movie is enough, not game. It's a pass for
At least
me.
you watched the
Yeah, I don't know why
movies.
Adri is excited for it. Tell us,
I'm
Adri. Tell us.
excited because of the developer, BitHell Games. BitHell Games, they
Yeah, I
did.
knew about it, but then I think
I know
no
why
one
Adri
cares
excited.
about.
Big Hell Games, they did Subsurface Circular. I played that. I played Quarantine Circular also. They did the John Wick Hex game, which I haven't
Yeah.
played yet, but I got it. But it looks like a lot of people love it. So seeing that they're doing a Tron game after Tron not being relevant for like how many years is the last
Adri,
movie?
just admit, Adri, you're expecting
What?
Kingdom Hearts kind of reference, right?
To be
Yes,
honest, right? If I play Kingdom Hearts, I would be excited with
If-
Yeah, I
Tron.
know.
I'm
Yes,
like I never
it
touch
was-
them anymore.
it's because of the Tron world. I love it. Oh my
it was,
god.
it was nice. Yeah, I agree. I think Tron was one of the
Yeah, Tron was
better
good.
movies.
But I watched Tron before Kingdom Hearts, just so you know. Just want to clarify.
Okay.
I watched the 80s movie before Kingdom
Oh
Hearts.
yeah,
Did it. So
I
Uh,
recall there's a Jude Law
yeah.
movie, right? I don't know. I might be wrong, but I think
for what?
Jude Law,
The
Tron movie, right?
Tron?
There was a Tron movie, right?
There was
I
no
don't know.
Jude Law in Tron, but there
Oh,
was
is it? I got it wrong. Okay, maybe.
Kurt Russell? No, not Kurt Russell. But whoever lah, there was Jeff Bridges. Sorry, Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges. Yeah.
Jeff Bridges.
yeah, they look alike, right?
They look alike. They look alike.
Hey, by the way, before we conclude how sucks this game is, except for Adri, how do you play this game again?
Wow. Wow. The disrespect.
Random.
This is not a first-person shooter, right?
No,
not.
it's,
What
it's,
kind of
I have no idea.
it's written
It's
as
a
a
dialogue.
it's a narrative puzzle game, so it's like a
You
visual
choose,
novel.
yeah,
Visual
and you
novel.
choose the
man.
dialogue. You choose the outcome.
Digimon, is it? No way. Okay,
It's not
alright.
Digimon, please. It's not
Just take it,
Digimon.
Adri.
I think
not Digimon Survive.
I
Don't
think
do
it'll be
this.
better than Digimon Survive lah. It should be.
Sir, please. It's not Digimon Survive.
I would assume that there'll be a lot of, like Adri said, there'll be a lot of making decisions through dialogues and some clever puzzles. Like Adri said, the devs are experts at things like that, right? So it should be fun, even if you're not a fan of Tron. I just wondering if it's very beginner friendly or not. Like, do you have to like watch the shows, and stuff like that? If it's like that, right, then
Oh.
I won't be able to get in because
From what I
have
see,
zero.
it looks like a new. Oh, they mentioned it's a new grid, meaning it has nothing to do with the Tron movies before.
Okay.
But
Okay.
apparently, they might have a Tron program because that can be replicated, but we'll see. We'll see. Since it's still called Tron, right? So they might have their own Tron program for just this story. So you don't have to watch the movies before.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Moving on to the next one. I think we have a HD remaster of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. I think this game was on the DS or 3DS.
Yes, and on the
Uh,
iPad,
on iPad as
iOS.
well. iOS as well.
Okay.
Is the game fun? Is it based on the trailer? It looks fun though. A lot of puzzle,
It's a
and stuff, right?
puzzle. I played episode 1 is free on iOS, I think, but I played it and it's half problem a detective style gaming and at the same time problem puzzle solving game
That
as
sounds
well.
interesting then.
Since you're a ghost, you possess these objects, and sometimes these objects would like reveal clues, or you create a new path in the environment for the police or your partner to find the clues, that kind of thing. Since you're a ghost, right? You're dead in the beginning, as you saw in the trailer. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like that. You're kind of like a silent guardian guiding these people to find clues and solve your murder. I think to solve your murder or another murder. But yeah, like that lah.
I believe this game is an old game. That's why it does have the
There you
old
go.
game look, but then of course it's HD remaster. Lah. Another puzzle adventure game. Lah. So it's always a winner because games like this is getting lesser and lesser. So I think we need more
Yeah.
of that. Next, we get to first see our very first comeback of level 5, which is Deca Police. Looks very good,
Yeah!
man. It looks really good.
I thought it would be like another Phoenix, right?
I saw
Kinda
your
game where-
your impression at the what
when
interesting.
Hold on, is this detective police thingy?
Deca
Yeah,
Police.
Deca Police. So at first, the trailer it gives you a wrong impression. It's not like you just
Yes,
everything is just
yes.
Investigating, which they do. They do. There's
They
solving
do that.
Oh,
crime
okay.
and stuff.
I've
But
been-
that's but then suddenly they have the RPG element, turn-based
Yeah.
stuff. Which is
Turn-based
awesome.
RPG. Like, wow.
Ooh.
I saw that like,
My-
wow, this is good.
My
Yeah.
first impression, I thought it's like Persona without the summoning thingy. That's what I
Yes.
thought when I
It's like-
saw. I thought, yeah,
It's Persona on the side of justice. You know
I
what I'm talking about?
right. I will
When
get
I-
this.
They're not
day
thieves, they're
one.
police.
when I heard the script or the dialogue, it feels a lot like Detective Conan or
The detective side, lah. I think the
In the IT,
detective investigation
know,
side. I agree.
yeah, it feels very manga-ish kind of.
It's
Yeah,
level
I-
5, so we can
Yeah,
expect
yeah.
that.
It's so awesome that they combine the crime investigation stuff with the RPG stuff. It's like, hey, that's
Yeah.
not bad, man. That's actually a very interesting way to make a game. So, wow, I want to play that. I think this
It's
should
on my
be played.
radar.
This should
It's
be a
on my
day one.
radar. Also.
This should be day one. To be
When is it coming
honest.
out, Harry?
Same
2023.
September, right?
No,
Sorry?
2023. They just say it's this year.
Oh, is it?
I recall
Okay.
Oh.
based on what I read lah. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
this
it's
year.
2023. Yeah.
So
Damn,
it
okay.
looks so awesome. So that's pretty much the first game that Level 5 show in this direct. There's 3 in total, which they're quite generous this strong. Moving on to the 9th game, we have Bayonetta Origins, Cereza, and the Last Demon. I actually, to be honest, I know Bayonetta through Smash only. I haven't really played the game. So how excited are you guys? Whoever that you guys that played all the games, how excited?
Mm.
Are you?
Very.
I haven't.
Zerg,
Okay.
okay.
Zerg first,
Zerg,
Zerg
go
first.
ahead, go ahead. What are you excited?
Okay, this one reminds me of The Last Guardian that I love the most,
Oh,
although it's a
yeah,
different.
yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
you
Good point of
cannot
view, good
attack,
point of
right?
view.
You need to rely on that monster, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
I can see the connection. It's gonna be a bit sad. I can imagine that. I'm a sucker for some.
I think
soapy
I
kind of
think the
games.
game direction, the game tone and manner pretty much kind of says that it's like a very storybook, very sad, kind of very moody kind of.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
feel.
sapey story because he wanted to be a magician or
Mm,
sorcerer or whatever lah. He was mentioning in the trailer, right?
mm-hmm.
So yeah, I dig this. I love
I-
it. Yeah.
I got a chance to play Bayonetta 3.
Mhm.
And I think one of the new mechanics in that game was that you are able to control like a monster
Yeah.
while you are dancing or something like that. So you're going to be dancing and then the monster will be doing all the attacks, right? So you're going to be,
Yeah.
I think, vulnerable to the attacks of the enemies. while you're dancing, but the monster will be the one who will be dealing all the damage kind of stuff lah. So I don't know. It feels that when I saw the trailer, I feel that they are using that as one of the reason why we are having this way of mechanic in the what's it, Cereza, is it? Where you would run
Yeah,
away and
Cereza.
avoid kind of stuff, and then the monster will be the one who will be doing the the offensive kind of take lah. I don't know. It looks like
Yeah.
I feel that it's something interesting. I mean, the gameplay wise, yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like
Last
this.
Guardian, yeah, I definitely feel got the glimpse of Last Guardian as well. So it feels, yeah,
This game does feel like it's gonna be more emphasis on story. I'm not sure. So maybe I might play this, then only I play 1, 2, 3. Who knows? Not sure if that's a good order or not, because this feels
That
like a
might be a good
prequel.
order.
Feels
It
like
could be a good order.
feels like a origin prequel kind of stuff. Yeah, but
Yeah.
definitely it is interesting. I like when devs they do something different with their IP. Instead of everything must be like a Devil May Cry, like a action, very fast paced action
Yeah.
game. They try something different. I always appreciate that. So I'm definitely keeping this an eye out. Next is Splatoon 3. I'll be honest, I at first I'm very excited before it come out, but because I didn't buy the game, I am pretty much I missed the boat already lah. Let's just put it this way.
Okay.
So when doing this segment, I'm kind of like, too bad lah. No time to play. The most important thing is no time to play. This is a very community multiplayer based game that I didn't have time to do to dive into it lah. But what you guys think? Are you interested on? Have you played Bayonetta 3? Are you interested with this DLC?
Oh, you miss Splatoon 3.
Well, it's
Miss
like
Splatoon, right?
Splatoon 3. Sorry, yeah.
Mm.
Like, see just how much toned out I am. Yeah. how
I didn't.
excited are you?
It's another multiplayer shooter game, which glad I didn't join in because I might. There's so many multiplayer games I played already, so I just avoid the Splatoon series altogether. But it seems like it's from a lot of friends who play it, they like so addicted to it. So
Oh, that's good then.
good for them. Yeah. So
That's
that's why
good.
Splatoon sold how many 10 million copies Splatoon 3
It's
or
so
something. So
well, so good,
so
so
very
pretty
well.
good, pretty good. I don't
So it's
remember
pretty
how
good.
much is it already,
So
but I need to double check. Let me see if I can
so
find it.
so with that, they're definitely gonna this Splatoon ain't going anywhere.
Splatoon was very famous in Japan. Back
Yeah.
then when it was either Overwatch or Splatoon. So I think the market share is mostly in Japan lah. So
Yeah.
you know,
That's what I heard also.
I kind of miss the Smash. Last time it's supposed to be Smash and also Splatoon, but it's either you like it or not. That's what I think. But it's a money making for them lah. So that's why it's not surprising for them to be showing Splatoon 3
Just continue,
again.
right?
Oh, Adri is right. So 10 million first 3 months. Good
First
for
3
them.
months, 10 million.
Good
Yeah,
for
it
them.
was so popular.
That
So
game
I'm
is
pretty sure we're the
huge.
minority then. Pretty sure we were the minority then. But definitely, I mean,
Yeah.
like, if you give us a chance, right, and we have a life, right, we have more free time, right, definitely want to play lah. But because life wasn't fair, and we have a lot of things to do in life, there's so much thing to do, so much games to play. So
That is true.
I maybe the next one, maybe the next one.
I did that back in the Counter Strike generation. So yeah, I guess that's my yeah.
That was your chance. That was your time, man.
Yeah. Back then, yeah.
Right now, how you gonna do it, man? How you gonna do it? I don't know how. That's why single player or some occasional co-op games fits me well. But like a game like Splatoon 3 or Halo multiplayer or whatever it is, right?
Commitment.
It's just a commitment. Like it's like if you join in those community, right? You're expected to join in their games more often, but you feel bad if you cannot, which I often does. After Splatoon 3, the 11th game is Disney Illusion Island. I nothing much to say about this one, but I can't say I like the art style. It's a very cartoonish, the old Mickey Mouse cartoonish art style, and the co-op looks fun. That's about it for me. What about you guys? Who else are interested to get to about this game? Are you interested?
Same. I like
Okay.
the multiplayer for people, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, it just
Every
reminds me
race.
of Rayman Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
true,
is not a bad thing.
true.
Which is not a bad thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
This could
yeah.
be
In
the
a good way.
Disney
Yep,
game
yep.
that will
Agreed.
like be part of the party in different parties. They will play this. Oh, let's play this Disney game that had 4 people jumping around and Goofy hugging a mustard bottle so he can fly up. So yeah, that'll be great for them. That'll be great for people, for Disney again.
Yeah, it's kind of like, for me. It's kind of like the what I'm playing right now. Mario, 3D World.
Yes,
So
Mario
four
3D.
players. Each of them have his own special moves, special traits. So it's one of
Mm-hmm.
those games that you can, of course, if you want to play like a multiplayer, definitely it's a good choice. Especially Mickey Mouse, such a approachable
Iconic.
Icon.
icon.
Mhm.
You know, like hopefully it sells well.
Yep, yep,
Uh,
I hope it
yep.
sells well.
I do hope
it
so.
this game reminded me of one. I think there's one Wii game back then. Mickey Mouse Wii game seems it's like a dark kind of theme. Well,
Oh
it's
no,
not.
you're talking
I
about
don't
Epic
know.
Mickey.
Yeah,
Epic Mickey.
was it yeah, Epic Mickey something like that. It feels
I
like
love
I
that
don't
game,
know. It
man.
just
I love that game
yeah.
so
I have
much.
Epic Mickey too on the
It just reminded me
PS3.
about
that's so good.
yeah.
That game is so good, but too bad it didn't sell well.
Yeah,
And
it had a good premise. Yeah,
yeah,
he had a famous developer back then, Warren Spector, was it? He was famous for Deus Ex, the original Deus Ex, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So the story was expected to be good, but apparently it did not.
It was a bit dark, right? It was like a.
yeah,
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not
like
your
the normal yeah
typical
that's
yeah
Disney
true.
stuff.
yeah yeah exactly
I
exactly.
I I believe if that game comes out today, it might get a better reception.
Maybe
It
it's one
might,
of
it
those
might have.
cases where it's like a good game that's released at the wrong time. So I hope it does well. I hope it does well. Moving on. Zerg, your game, FE, Fire Emblem Engage, Wave 2 is out. More emblems. And
Wow.
I
Wave 3
okay.
is. Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I love Fire Emblem now for the fact that the battle is a bit easier than Tactic Ogre. But I I disagree with the DLC because I think it's like Pokemon already. There's so many.
That's
What do
true.
you call that again? Emblem. There's so
Emblems,
many
Emblem.
yeah.
emblem,
Which
and
characters
then
like.
every emblem is like maximum level 10, and there's a lot of friendship sim, whatever. I like,
It's
they have
worse
all the strength.
than Midnight Sun, Zerg. You have to raise everyone's friendship.
Yeah, it's actually kind of fun. I kind of like it. Because it's very easy. That's why.
Okay, it's not as hard as Midnight Sun. Midnight Sun is so hard to raise friendship.
Oh my God, I love Midnight Sun. Game of the year. Okay, anyway, I disagree with
I
the
disagree.
DLC first second. Yeah, I totally disagree with it because if you see the timeline, right? The last two DLC gonna be the end of the year, December, if I'm not wrong. So
I
because
believe so.
I thought I want to.
Did
Yeah,
it say?
I
I
was
think.
thinking of buying it just now.
Oh,
I was
okay.
thinking of buying it just now, so I go to
Oh,
the store. It's gonna be 30 USD, I think.
It's
I think
about
so. So I was like, okay,
120
I'm not gonna buy
ringgit.
that.
May have to wait,
Yeah,
maybe wait.
I'm not gonna buy that. So yeah, it's a good thing if you love Fire Emblem, but I think it's gonna be a bit draggy. They're gonna give you an extra two characters, so
Maybe you
it's
wait
a pass for me.
until Wave 4 then,
the
because
year.
Wave 4 is like a new story. It's kind of like
You
Xenoblade. I think
cannot
they treat like
buy
Xenoblade. Yeah, sorry.
you cannot buy separate DLC. You need to buy the whole DLC
Yeah, it's the same with
wave.
Xenoblade 3 then, where you only buy
Yeah,
the
Expansion
so-called
pass,
expansion
basically,
pass.
yeah.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think that
expansion pass,
they treat
right?
this like pretty much like Xenoblade, where Wave 1, 2, 3 is kind of like the smaller stuff, and then Wave 4 is like a new story. So the new story
Agreed.
looks interesting though. Looks interesting. So I might wait for the Ultimate Edition to come out to buy it.
Right now
come
it's
out.
89
It
ringgit,
might come out.
89 USD.
Yeah, so I might just wait
Wait for it on sale.
until the whole thing. Yeah, correct. Okay, so that's F5 Engage. Move on to the 13, which is I think we'll finish, get this one quick. Also, Harmony, the Fall of Reverie. This is that also another visual, very narrative driven visual novel ish kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what is it actually. I know that there's there's a tree thing. Like I don't know what is that, like a skill tree kind of thing.
Yeah,
That-
decision
that's-
I'm
making
not
that's
tree.
sure
a
about
Yeah.
this game.
It's not a skill tree. It's a future path. Like
Yeah,
this,
it's a pathway.
what
Yep.
decision.
Is it
It's
kind
just
of
like a.
it's like a
It's like
Detroit Become Human, you kind of different path story level.
it's
I
it's like
think
life
it's
is
like
strange. Life is strange. It's
low
literally
key.
life is strange.
Loki.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it done by the same developers, right?
Yeah. Don't not.
I think
Don't
this is
not.
one of
Yeah.
those it's gonna be like a very cult hit, that kind of
It might. It might.
kind of
Everything,
game.
everything, everywhere, all at once. Something like that. I don't know.
Ooh,
They're taking
nice.
that theme, I guess.
If it is,
Yeah,
then I might get it.
Yeah, because I think it's talking it's revolving around decision that you make that would change your path kind of stuff, and then you would be able to see some other path if you made some other decision kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm just
Wow.
guessing, Brent, based on the trailer. Seems very
Yeah,
thought
it's like
provoking kind of.
it's like life is strange kind of thing.
Yeah, Life Strange, correct. Life Strange.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm definitely not gonna get this day one, but I'm curious about this game. Moving on to the next one. Zerg has played this. Octopath Travelers 2. Octopath
Oh
Traveler
my god,
2.
I'm weak. My knees are weak.
No,
Yeah.
Wait, why is your knees weak? What are you doing with the
Because
game?
He's weak. Arm is heavy. He
Why
vomited
you
on his sweater already.
What are you doing with the
Oh,
game?
yeah.
Why is your arms weak?
Eminem.
I was playing this game just now on a treadmill, and
Oh,
the
okay.
Wow.
the voice actor, it is so much better than the first one because it has
Oh,
a
that
lot
says a
of
lot.
voice narrative. Yeah.
That says a lot. That says a
Oh
lot.
my god, and the symphony, oh my god, the music is so good. And yeah,
The first one is
Switch, it
pretty good
sucks.
too already. Oh.
Yeah,
It says a
this
lot.
one,
It's
yeah,
better
this
than the
one
first.
is out of the space. It's so good.
I
Oh,
actually listened
shit.
to the
Okay.
Pre-ordered.
Octopath Traveler music on Spotify. I'm like, whew, it's good. Octopath Traveler really excels when it comes to the music. So good.
Just one hot take I want to give from this. I think I feel that we've been too how do you say that we've been seeing this kind of games a lot
Oh.
recently, and it feels that we're getting a bit
man.
overwhelmed. I mean,
Mhm.
I know Live Alive. What was
Yeah.
it? Live Alive was last year, right? So it was
Yeah.
very
Mhm.
popular. Then you start to see. I know there's a nostalgic value to this kind of game, but I'm just seeing that it's overabundance right now. I mean, you can see everything
Agreed.
taking this.
Yeah.
You feel that. Yeah, something like that.
Agree. I even see in
Yeah.
Steam's doing a so-called demo
Yeah.
fest. There's like quite a few of them. It's like HD 2D. I'm pretty sure Reese you see it same as I do. Although they might play differently, but the art style is pretty much the same.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful, but I'm just wondering, will it be the bubble? Will it be a bubble that bursts?
I
A
played
year or two.
Octopath Traveler 1. I love the graphic, and for the nostalgic value is pretty good. But I think the game had some issue with the story. I think it feels
Oh,
disconnected. I don't know.
Yes,
I'm not
yes,
really
yes.
sure whether you
Agreed.
I think
Agreed.
they are
Hopefully
I think they're trying to improve in two. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
okay.
hope they can.
I will give a bit of spoiler. I played the first two character. I can already see the connection between the two of them.
Okay,
That's cool.
that's
okay,
awesome. Awesome.
Tips. If you want to play, because out of all the character, surprise, I chose the apothecary, the one that heal people, because And then the second character that I chose was the sorcerer.
Okay.
Okay.
And also the merchant. So there's a link between the merchant and also the apothecary. So I can see the connection. The first one doesn't have that much unless you play the secret boss, which is extremely difficult.
I heard that
And then
as
this
well.
one, like I said, yeah, I treat this game like a novel for me. So the storyline is quite good. So that's why I love it. And yeah, if you want to play the sorcerer, because that is the longest one. But keep in mind, it's only 3 hours. So
Oh, no.
for me to beat that, for me to trick the system is that I install it in my Steam Deck. I install it in my Nintendo, so that I can play more than 6 hours.
Oh, it's on PC. Oh, yeah, this on
Wait,
PC.
which one is
also.
fastest?
It's on PC as well.
The China in me is trying to see which one I can play more. I want to see which one is the shortest. So I want to play the short one.
Shortest is the apothecary,
Okay, got it. I
the
shall.
healer. Yeah, the
Okay, he's gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Terry's gonna play
The
the.
longest is the magician, the scholar. So
I
yeah.
shall avoid that at all cost.
What about the battles? What about the
What about the
battles?
what?
Same, right?
battles, I
The
mean,
battles,
The
same,
battles
right?
are similar.
well,
The battles are similar, but they change it. For example, the merchant can actually buy something, and they twist it lah. Like, if I'm not wrong, last time the warrior can actually hire someone, call someone, right? Now they change it. The
yes,
merchant
I
can
remember
actually
that.
call someone to help them
Okay.
and summon. It's a bit
It's so
yeah.
Yeah,
cool,
it's
though.
not a
And the
grind
best
fest,
part
right?
of it,
Won't be a
the best
grind
part
fest.
of it is actually you can change day and night.
Oh,
So
Okay, cool.
with a click of a button, anytime at all. So night you will have like Pokemon a different enemy, and then you will have something else different as well, your ability and your talent. So yeah,
wow, that's awesome. I still remember
give it a
playing
try.
as the.
You can finish. Yeah, 30 minutes also can, if I'm not wrong.
I still remember playing the dancer, the girl in the first game, and then such a cool idea of you able to, in a way, seduce men to fight for you. That's such a interesting, so in a way, very realistic, realistic life skill, for a game. Yeah, so it's a demo. So I'll go and play it. The game's coming out in a few weeks' time, like February 24th. So I can't believe it. It's like all these games just come out so soon. Next game. Speaking of weird, Katamari Reroll. I
Yay!
love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie. I can't stop saying calamari. So maybe it's hungry lah. Calamari.
You're hungry, dude.
So the game is coming out on June 2nd. This is one of those games that I know this is so Japan. It's like doesn't make sense. Where basically you're like a snowball rolling, try to roll into a bigger thing.
I
don't
thought it
know
makes a lot of sense.
what is makes sense about the game. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Have you guys played it? I know there was a Katamari Reroll game on the Switch previously. Any of you played this? I know that this franchise is quite old already.
Yep, I played it before.
Is it fun?
Yeah,
Is it
sometime.
addictive? For me, it doesn't make sense. But is it
It's
addictive or
stupid
not?
fun. It's stupid fun.
So what the idea is?
Yeah.
What, to roll to bigger? Is
To
that
roll everything to make a big ball
All yep.
to give to your emperor, I believe. I can't remember.
Yeah, something like correct.
Your emperor, yeah, you want to
Then-
give it to your emperor.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like how condensed. That's a condensed explanation, man.
Correct. No, you're right. You're
Basically,
right.
Jesus
That's why I
Christ?
say
yeah,
it
that's correct.
makes a lot of sense. The game makes a lot of because it don't really those complexity in terms of it's just that simple that you need to roll, get everything to be become like a
Attached to the
giant
ball.
ball.
Yeah.
something like-
Ooh.
it
There's a time limit for it. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Ah,
how.
yeah,
I
this-
mean, it's a very arcade kind of a gameplay, lah, right?
Yeah, arcade
Vampire
is very
Survivor. I
The
would say,
one-
yeah, it's
The
a
one
Vampire
that makes it
Survivor.
addictive is the wonky controller, and then you
Yes,
need to
people-
make your whatever that you collect so
Right.
big that it's worthwhile to be celestial object. So
So is
that's
it like
what it was
is-
in
Is it like a bar for you to fill? You have to get until the certain level to be acceptable within a time
the
limit?
size.
The size. I mean, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't
that's-
it?
that
Isn't
sounds
it in
crazy.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
PS2
something
last
like that.
time?
Correct. Yeah, right. Something like that. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
it's a
just-
short one. Yeah.
yeah, it's like a you don't have to think a lot. It's a Vampire Survivor, so you just need to just do the drill or something like that. And then yeah, you'll yeah.
The
you get-
music is kind of fun as well. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. The music, correct. Yeah. So-
Interesting. I'm gonna
It's a
watch
short
some.
game lah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch some gameplay and then see how ridiculous this sounds, and we'll see how much I want to play it. Next game, another game of the direct, Sea of Stars, coming out on August 29. I want to play this right now. I
Same,
don't know
same.
why is the game not
Please.
done yet? Like I
Please.
Trigger.
Please.
I will buy it.
It's-
I will buy it.
I will accept whatever
Yeah.
stage it is now, even if it means that pressing a button, it means you'll break the game. I want it right now. It feels
There's a
like
bug in the game. there's a bug in the game, but then
Oh, there's a bug.
it's worth it. Yep.
Oh, what
And
bug?
it's a puzzle heavy as well.
Oh,
It
okay.
will remind you of Final Fantasy X puzzle, in the cave and blah blah blah.
Oh,
okay.
please no, that
Cheers.
one's terrible. I remember that one.
It's not you pushing. Yeah, it's not that difficult. It's about color coding thingy.
Okay.
It's is it a random encounter? It's not a random encounter. Yeah, it's fun. Trust me, you need to pick that lady over the other guy. It's fun. It's fun.
Okay, I shall take your advice. I think I downloaded it already.
Yeah. It's a short one. 1 hour, you can finish the whole game. I believe. Is it 1 hour?
So
Yeah, I
it's
think so.
short. Please no. I shall milk every single second that I have with the game. So that's Sea of Stars. I think we all don't need to say too much now. We all want to play the game. Next is a free-to-play game called Omega Strikers. This one for me, I pretty much went through it, but it's kind of like a Pong kind of game, like what's that thing called? It's like the one the arcade one. The arcade you use the
Air hockey.
Air hockey. So
Yes.
air hockey, but you have like 4 players. Is it 4 players or 6 players? Basically both sides, and then you're trying to
It's 3v3.
3v3, right? So basically your goal is to shoot the ball and then get it to the other side's goal. Lah. It's pretty standard, but it seems like they have a lot of different characters, different abilities, and plus it's free to play. I think something we can play together. It's coming out on April 27th. I just hope that it's not like pay to win kind of stuff lah. But usually Nintendo, the kind of game that released on Nintendo platform usually is not that bad. Next another game of the direct for me, Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection. I'm not sure how many of you guys are very familiar with this, but I love this game a lot. I think I mentioned it in Ree's podcast. Is you chart your own map, you draw your own map, make your own icons. You are very involved with your adventure in the dungeon crawling
Yeah, agreed.
experience. I love it so much. It makes sense on the 3DS. I don't know.
Can I say
How does
Can I
it
say
work
this is
on the
better than
Switch?
Shin Megami Sensei?
I don't know yet because I never played Shin Megami Tensei. But once I play, I'll make a judgment. The Shin
Yeah,
Megami Tensei
personally,
have
I think it is.
the map drawing is a huge plus for me because I feel that I'm a really like adventurer. I chart the path, and it kind of sets up a standard for me. Like in the future, I want all the dungeon crawler kind of game to have things like that. But I know that it's a Etrian Odyssey feature. But man, all 3 games, man. But it's $80.
Oh, is it? It's $80.
How much again?
I think it's 80. I think it's 80. I thought I saw someone
80?
calculate.
Not like
Damn.
160
yeah,
ringgit.
$80. 3 games.
What?
Oh man,
That's what they said. 3
oh man, I
games.
can't.
3
Dude,
games.
that kind of collection should be.
But-
Jeez.
But you have to think about it, lah. I mean, the game is long. Each game is quite long, so you're pretty
Okay.
much having 3 huge, long, lengthy RPGs in one.
Mhm.
I definitely want to get it. Day one, not sure, but I definitely want to get it. Or I may just continue with my one on the 3DS. It's just right there. It's coming on June 1st. The
With new
19th game.
content.
Yeah.
It's coming up with new content too.
And I think the avatars and stuff, the environments is HD remastered, so that's pretty cool. Next one, let's pick up the pace. 19, Advance Wars 1+2 reboot.
Yes.
Finally, my remark here is finally. That's about
Same.
it. It's coming on April 21st. What do you guys think? Go
Birthday
ahead.
month. It's my birthday month.
So you're gonna get
So
it.
I'm
Is this your
definitely
birthday
getting it.
game? Is this your birthday game?
It could be. It's very near to my birth date, so I will get it. I don't know what's coming out in April besides that one. So yeah, but I will get it. Advance Wars 1+2
Advance War, you must
reboot
must
camp.
get, man. Anyone else? Reese, you have anything you want to say about Advance Wars?
Well, I think I said it before. I was just a bit surprised to see that it's not a shadow drop. kind
Oh
of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Uh,
That's true.
They still push it to April.
I mean,
I don't know.
they look at their game not like us lah. They look at the game like the game released like through month by month. So when I see a certain month's like very empty, just slot
Oh,
it.
that's a lot.
Which one's
Yeah, because
empty? Okay, release there.
Doesn't make
I'm
sense.
sure it's definitely gonna make some profit because I think this game has been one of the longest await kind of game. Right. So
For so many.
yep, big fan. And then they did change the visual for this game. It's like a what to say, shell shaded kind of style, right? This time, right? So but yeah, I think I might grab it day one for this game. Yep. See, I want to see what's actually the issue that they were so uh reluctant to release this game earlier.
I have a
I
feeling
don't
it's
know,
just the
maybe
fact that Russia's there. I have a feeling.
in the game is it? Yeah, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I think that could be it. Is there any thoughts about this one?
Just a quick one. If I were to consider buying this, I will only buy it if I were to purchase the Nintendo Switch game voucher, the one that
Ah,
99,
yeah.
98, the one that you
Mhm.
can purchase 2 games in a year. I think it's a good one because you can get Zelda, which is surprisingly 70 USD,
Mhm.
plus this one is like what, that 60? So yeah, you're gonna save around 10 USD for that. But considering a pro Adri, we're gonna have Horizon Forbidden West, Burning Shore.
Oh yeah, that
So
one.
I hope I'm not gonna be occupied. So yeah, like what I
Ah.
said, I will only consider if I were to get a good discount. It's not gonna be
Okay.
popular to have, physical here, I think. But yeah.
Okay. You just reminded Adri of another game.
Yeah.
You
Gosh.
you need a calendar for that lah. All the game releases, just
I
specific for game
do.
releases.
I do need a calendar. Jeez.
All right, the 20th, we're almost there. Kirby's
Okay.
Return to Dreamland Deluxe. For me, I'm also okay. I okay only lah on Kirby games. I think the 3D one is more interesting. But you guys have any thoughts about this? It's coming out on it's actually coming out on February 24th, which just few weeks time.
It's quite near, very near. And they have a demo. They don't have a demo, right?
They have I downloaded the demo.
They have.
Oh,
I
okay.
played. Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
just enough. Just enough time.
Reese with his demos, man. He keep track. Jeez. I just like okay only you don't got demo, no, I don't know.
Well, as I mentioned previously, so my youngest big fan of Kirby since Forgotten Land. So I downloaded it for him. So and he's very excited to play this game. And then yeah, I think
Damn, my
I've
son
played this
loves
game before.
Kirby.
I played this game before back then. Wii, I guess it was it for Wii
It's a
back then?
Wii game, right?
If I'm not mistaken, I played the game.
Mhm.
It's definitely better than Kirby Allies. Kirby Star Allies, is it? Because
Mhm.
Allies,
Yeah.
you would feel that it's too chaotic, and at the same time, it's like
Yes, yes.
challenge at all at the same time. So that mix doesn't really work. But this game, I think there's one 3DS Kirby game. Was it
Planet
Kirby
Robobot is
Robobot
the
or something?
best one, I think.
Yeah, that's one of the best. Yeah, I think you can see the similar treatment for this game as well. So yeah.
As long as they can maintain the quality like Planet Robobot, I think that would be awesome because Planet Robot
Yeah,
is
Planet Robobot was
really
awesome,
good.
right? Yeah.
It's really good. Okay, let's see. 21, the big one. Game Boy plus Game Boy Advance coming to
Oh,
Nintendo Switch Online. I don't have the expansion pack, but I do have NSO. I am happy with the games that come out, but I do plan on maybe once my NSO expire will be new by September this year, then I might plus with the expansion pack.
you
That's like
should, man. Oh,
yeah, just because of Minish Cap. Sorry, just because of Minish
you
Cap.
would Oracle Ages, Oracle Seasons gonna be there as
Same as
well.
well. Yeah.
And then I'm GBA games. There's a lot of the library is huge. The library is great.
Yeah, I hope they support it
Expecting
more.
yeah, I'm expecting a lot of good games coming in. And yeah, I don't know. I think this alone makes it worth it for you to subscribe to NSO.
Yeah, because they has a lot of pretty cool ones, like Pokemon
Oh
trading
yes.
card game is coming.
Oh,
There, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a weird choice lah, but I haven't played the Alone in the Dark game before, so I might want to check it
Metroid's
out.
there as well.
Yeah,
Metroid's there as well.
Metroid 2, I think, is there as well.
Yep, correct.
So quite
So
a lot of games that I played before, and some of them I never played before. I don't even know that there's a Alone in the Dark Game Boy game.
yeah, which was a bit weird,
Surprise.
and I'm not sure why I'm not sure why, but
That was a weird
Nintendo being
add-on,
Nintendo,
right? That was a weird
there's
add-on. I just don't know why. So.
nothing surprising from Nintendo. You see, I mean, the NES collection and the SNES, you see some weird games. Even the N64, you had that. What was that? The shooting game, I forgot. Which was, I don't know why it got included in the list, but yeah, DBA
Yeah,
games might be it's gonna be amazing.
I heard someone say
Hopefully it
like,
won't.
go ahead.
mm, Hopefully it won't be like the NES library upload where they upload some and then eventually was very quiet about it.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think their hands are tied lah. Their hands are tied when it comes
yeah,
to
there's a lot of
NES.
I agree.
Despite the NES being very important, I think we could agree that the games does not. A lot of those games does not age well. Let's just put it that way. And a lot of the ones
Well,
that's really good, like Contra and stuff like that, right? The Konami, those publishers, they are not willing to put inside the service lah. So I guess that's
so
probably why.
you got Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, so that's
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool there.
biggest.
All right, moving on. After that they came out a big one. You would think that they will slow down a little bit, but nope. Then they're this coming up with another peak. That's why this is when I said Nintendo crazy already. They're not stopping. What the hell? So
Yeah.
they went up already, right? You thought it was supposed to go down, but nope, they just keep going up. We talk about Metroid Prime
Oh
One
my god.
remastered. Who actually bought the game right now? Just raise your hand. Who bought
Not
already?
yet.
Not yet, right? But actually, you
Really?
won,
I
right?
thought you bought it.
You
I
won,
wanted to
right?
get-
Yeah, it was very difficult, man. One of the toughest decisions in my life. I don't know why
I'll be honest with you right now. If I had extra cash right now, I would really get it just because of I see like a lot of people praise the game being so good.
Yeah.
And the
yeah.
graphic also pretty much improved quite a bit. I saw a lot of screenshots that
Yes.
said, "Man, if I have money right
I
now,
was really
no."
surprised with the treatment because I would assume that Nintendo would just port it from the trilogy, right? So apparently they did a work on it, and you can see it's pretty fantastic job that they did. It's 60 FPS. It's
Constant 60 FPS, man.
yeah, constant 60 FPS, correct, exactly. And then it's
That's amazing.
Uh,
Running on Switch.
yeah,
Running on Switch,
and
no less.
correct. And then you would see the options. They're giving you a lot of control option. I think they try to there are multiple options where you can use only your gamepad and then gyro, and then of course there's another one that you can use your Joy-Con as a pointer kind of stuff, which I did when I was playing this through the Wii version trilogy, right? Which was amazing, and I think they put a lot of effort in that. Maybe this is one of the reasons why it got delayed. They really took retro did really well. This and then I'm just surprised with the shadow drop. So it was really surprising. And I think this is definitely one of the biggest take for this time. This direct lah. So and
I
don't know.
wonder
I
if go ahead.
I know Adri and Harry didn't get the chance to play this game before.
Yep.
But Zek, what about you, Zek? Did you get? Have you tried?
I almost purchased this one.
Oh,
But,
almost. I guess all four of us are almost.
Yeah, I'm lucky because suddenly I got no line. So yeah, I was safe with that.
Okay.
And then I think I will consider buying
The
I'll consider
internet
buying
saved you.
ones that have the physical copy.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to
Oh
release,
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Next
yes,
week.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
But
20
if
something.
you
I
guys
think.
take a look, Yeah, if you guys take a look at the preliminary picture, the Japanese one, the multi-language one is cool.
Haven't
You
seen
can
it
get
yet,
it
but
in
I
play
shall.
issue or something.
I
Yeah, you
shall.
should.
I
I
shall
will
see.
get definitely the physical copy lah. It's
Yeah,
a short game
actually,
anyway, isn't
true,
it?
true.
Have you ever played the original versions? Have you tried this game
My
before?
brother, I always see him playing, but not me. So I was not being given a controller to play this. Yeah, but I love this game. Yeah.
This game is amazing, man. I did a rerun like last year for this game. On my GameCube, right? Well, no, on my
Yeah.
Wii.
We.
It still stand pretty tall. You can feel the theme of the game. It's very refreshing. I don't see a lot of game nowadays are presenting those kind of thing where it's a first person shooter, but at the same time it's going to be exploration. And to be honest, it's more exploration oriented game rather than focus on first person shooter. But you can imagine being in a first person mode while having the opportunity to explore and discover secret. Oh, that's just amazing. I don't know. I consider this one of the best game for us.
I think a
I'm
lot of
really
people would
excited.
agree with you that the game is one of the best out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's one of the games ever made.
Well,
I s-
because if you guys, well, you guys are familiar with Metroid, right? Metroid has always been a 2D kind of game. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the way that Nintendo managed to change that perception when they released this game back then, right? Everyone was really, I mean, before they released, they were planning for this game. Everyone was like really, how to say, uh, having a lot of doubt how they're gonna deliver this game. And then when they did, it basically overtook the 2D Metroid.
Oh,
Something like
yeah.
that. So it just
Yeah, definitely.
somehow, yeah. Seriously, guys, go and get this game. And just give it a go. I bet you guys gonna love it.
I wonder when's the second one's gonna come out and when's the third one's gonna come out and
In the next direct.
when and then every single direct they're just gonna shadow drop. So every single time we're just gonna expect them to shadow drop
Oh
the
my
Metro.
It might be. They might do
Metroid,
that.
Metroid
And they will be so
Eco,
happy.
They did this
Metro
round
Eco,
already. Might as well.
yep.
Yeah.
Prime
can't-
Ecos
Mhm.
had its challenges, I would say.
Mhm.
But it still present you with some unique theme because I think Ecos you're playing with the dark mode and light mode, something like that. So that's the theme of it. And you have the final one was corruption. That one was a more aggressive kind of Metroid where the things in that game, spoiler, well, it's not spoiler actually. You start off with that kind of situation where Samus got corrupted or something like that. So you need to survive based on the time limit kind of stuff. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that was
interesting.
yeah.
Oh, that's where Dark Samus comes from. From Smash.
Dark Samus. I'm just gonna give a bit of what originated from Prime.
Two?
No, Prime.
Yeah. It's from Prime. I
Oh,
know that
okay,
one.
okay.
I mean,
I know
Okay.
that
the
fact.
first one. Yeah, the first one. The first one you start to see Prime, and then it goes till. But just I think I would say just a glimpse of it on the first one, and then second one you'll start to see the final the corruption where he will be the main villain or something like that. But yeah,
Okay.
definitely give it a shot, guys. It definitely will be a worth
I
of a
I hope
experience.
the physical edition comes out. I don't know whether it's announced yet or not, but
I think
hope it
right.
comes out.
I've seen Amazon
It
started
is.
posting. Yeah, started posting the
Our local shop already say,
pre-orders.
meh? Our local shop already say.
No, Twitter lah. Twitter mentioned 22nd,
Yeah, but it
March,
all
is it?
comes down to whether
not ours.
our local shops is selling it, all right.
I actually text Impulse
Do they?
for two things.
So,
They say they have no idea. I was asking about the God of War controller as well. God of War, like, what do you call that? Another controller. So yeah, they say not yet.
okay.
It's a bit sorry just to I know I'm taking a bit of time. It's a bit sad lah to see Metroid not getting best support or
Best support.
support from the fan. I don't know. Yeah, because the
I
sales.
think
I think the issue with Metroid was that I think it was the sales because that game is, I won't say difficult, but more like a how to say, you need to be I mean, you would know that roguelike kind of stuff. Of course, it's not a roguelike kind of game, but it's a game slightly a bit more difficult than most Metroidvania kind of game. I think that was one of the reasons that it didn't get a lot of sales. It's amazing. Definitely an amazing game. Just that it needs a bit more promotion and marketing, I guess. I guess Dread did the job. I think somehow it reaches
Almost 3 million.
more
I
than,
think 3 million, almost
yeah,
3 million. So that's pretty
yeah. So
okay.
maybe, and of course the long-awaited Metroid for Prime 4. It's been like
I don't know. I think it's gonna come out when the
I
new
don't know.
Switch comes
Yeah,
out.
I really hope Malaysian give this a chance, this game a chance, because it's an amazing game.
Okay, no problem. I believe a lot of those wants to play it. We're moving on to Raincoat. Raincoat is, I think I mentioned it already in the Reese podcast. It's done by the same team that did the Danganronpa. But I want to add on to my previous opinion. I believe there's some RPG elements on this one, so it's not just going to be visual novelish. So Adri, I think you'll be interested on this one as well. Don't know why, but this one gave me the same feeling of the same kind of vibes like the Deca Police, although they are different themes.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just mixed both of them together.
I had the same feeling also when I saw it.
Yeah, at least it's maybe it's the art style, maybe it's the color use or something that both of them looks very similar, but of course they are very different game lah. So I actually wanted to play this when it comes out on June 30th. You guys, anything you want to say about this one, or should I move on? Because the next few are heavy hitters.
Nothing for me for this
Yeah.
one.
Okay, so I shall move on.
Okay.
Next, Button Kaitos 1 and 2 HD
Yeah,
Master.
let's go.
Jesus Christ. Of course, it's
Finally, I get
rumored
to
lah.
play.
It's heavily rumored lah, right? But it's good to
Yes.
see that it's actually real. This is the done by Monolith Soft previously, and it's a card-based RPG. Of course, for your casual players, they might not appreciate it, but for people like Adri, even me as well, I believe we would all enjoy ourselves a lot, especially know that it's actually done by Monolith Soft. I can't wait lah. Summer 2023, which is when? When's summer 2023?
Oh, there's no definite date.
Don't know, right?
August, September.
July, August, September.
Wait, let me
those
check.
kind of dates, right? I don't know what is the month for the seasons because we just don't have them. It's so weird seeing people say spring, summer, autumn, and then winter. When the months are all very different.
Right. So annoying.
Yeah, but I think it should be there lah. Should be around
Summer. Wait, we have
mid of the month, mid of the year, is it?
Japan. Spring
Was
is
it
until
based on
May.
Japan? Oh,
Winter, spring.
August, July,
Summer.
August.
Yeah, June, July, August.
somewhere around there lah. I always thought it's
Yeah.
somewhere in the middle. So 2 games in one. I could assume that it's $60 lah. I'm gonna assume it's $60.
Why
Sorry,
assume
guys.
that? Assume 80 ringgit, $80.
Oh, so that you'll be happy when it becomes 60, right? Okay. I like your way
Yeah.
of thinking. I like your way
We
of thinking.
feel much better if it's lower.
I'm gonna assume it's
Oh,
100 also.
$60, thank goodness.
I'm gonna assume it's
saved
160 so that wow, what a deal!
What is half the price?
That's less than half.
Yeah.
I shall think it that way from now on. Moving on, another not this is the second level 5 game, Fantasy Life: The Girl Who Steals Time. 2023, no definite date, but I never bought the Fantasy Life game on the 3DS, but I always wanted to play. It's more. It's kind of like it's kind of like Stardew Valley, Can I say that? Where you get to farm, you get to fight.
No,
This
It's
RPG. What's the
really.
best way to say this? What's the best way to say this? I don't
Okay,
know. I could be wrong.
let me just chip in. Fantasy Life is the game that I played the most in my 2DS.
Oh, go ahead. You will
Um,
be a better person to say that.
yeah, I love this game so much.
How will you describe
Uh,
it? Tell me. Sell us the game.
it's like Animal Crossing, but
Okay.
it plays like a Ragnarok, and also the game
Okay.
Ah,
that
oh,
Adri just purchased,
Which
Dragon
is,
Quest Treasure.
do you play?
okay.
You bought Dragon Quest Treasure, Adri?
I did buy,
Yep. Yeah.
but I
So
didn't stream.
basically, the
Damn.
good thing about this game, the good thing about Fantasy Life is that you got to choose between different jobs,
Oh,
and
different
you need a
jobs.
collaboration. Yeah, you
Yeah,
need a
you can change
collaboration
job.
between some of the jobs. For example, the angler, the fisherman. You need to get a good fish to get the legendary weapon, for example, the good
Okay.
cook to give you a good.
Oh, I
So
saw
you need a
cooking. I
collaboration
saw cooking.
between.
Mm.
Yeah, you need to have at least few people that can play with you. For example, my friend, for us to cut the legendary tree, he need to give me unlimited supply of uh, mana potion or something for us to be able to cut that legendary tree for me to craft the legendary axe. You
So
know, that kind of thing.
is it a must to play
Sorry guys,
together
I
in
need to
order
go
to
to
get
toilet for a
that?
while.
Go ahead.
Uh, I had a small group. We still have a WhatsApp group since 2015. I think for you to go on top to get all the legendary, you need to, but it's kind of fun though. There's no stress. It's a bit relaxed. So that's why I say it's a bit like Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I
Not
think
so
I.
much on Harvest Moon. Yeah,
So you don't really
I'm gonna
farm
get it
stuff,
in day
right?
one.
You don't really farm stuff, right? Or is there still some very minor?
It's mostly you killing monster, getting the loot. Yeah, craft yeah, something out of it. Yep.
Interesting. I definitely want to play this one. I think I missed the first Fantasy Life on the 3DS. I always
Yeah, day
see
one
it.
for me. Yep.
It's always in the wish
I think I
list,
need.
but I
Mm.
missed it already. All right, moving on to the next one. I think we had a home stretch already. Professor Layton and the New World of Steam. This one is just a teaser again by Level 5. I don't know lah. I'm a sucker for Steam themed games lah. So any Steam themed games, I'm all for it. Any one of you actually played the Professor Layton games? Reese
I
play,
played it
right?
before.
How is
Yep.
it? Is there a lot of
It's a
exploration?
gem.
Is it exploration
Oh,
and puzzle? What is the
I think
percentage?
I would say you would see around 30% of exploration, but the rest of it puzzle solving. And I think the puzzle scheme are very detective like kind of thing where you're solving the narrative of the rather than physically solving some puzzle, but it's more like a narrative kind of stuff that you need to figure out. Okay, this could be the place or something. So you would need to figure those kind of stuff. And I think Professor Layton games are really uh, basically they are some of the most valuable uh, content that you can see in terms of this kind of theme. Yeah, because uh, you you need to use your brain, and then you need to try to figure out things that are out of the box kind of stuffs, and yeah, those kind of things are really it's like reading a book, but when you read a book, you don't really have the opportunity to solve a puzzle because the
Mm-hmm.
book would but this one you would be the uh, uh, drawing the narrative of that puzzle solving kind of stuff, and that those kind of uh, I guess those kind of the way that they deliver those kind of are really really good.
Yeah, I definitely want to play this. I think there was a few Professor Layton games on the 3DS that I missed.
Yeah, there were a bunch of it. They have a crossover with Phoenix as well. I think
It makes sense,
one of the
I
most.
think I remember
Yeah,
what you said. It makes sense
yeah,
also, because they
yeah.
are it's in a way similar.
It's as I mentioned, the way that they give those narrative for you to play the game. It's amazing how they can come up with those kind of idea and plot and stuff.
Yeah, I always feel that the devs, right, that's like one of the awesome ones, right? It's
Yeah,
the puzzle based, right?
yeah,
Because it's you have to
exactly.
brain
These are
use a
gems,
lot of brain
definitely
to
gems.
think.
Correct.
Yeah, that's awesome. I can't wait to play the Professor Layton game. So that pretty much sums up the all the level 5 games, but it's so awesome to see them come back. So hopefully more games coming
Yeah,
out from them, because when they come out right now, they are like so many heavy hitters. All new games are more, so definitely want to play more often. Okay, 27. Let's just quickly go through Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. I saw the new track for Yoshi's Island. Right, it looks awesome. That looks awesome. But I think they didn't give a definite date, right? It's just way for spring 2023.
Yeah.
No
that's
date.
that's the usual treatment. Yep, you
Yeah.
see, suddenly it pops out in your deck and stuff.
I'll be
to
honest,
download.
right now, right, it just feels like the DLC is getting better and better, because before this is all reused tracks, right? Or remaster tracks, right? This one, Yoshi Island, is a new one.
I think it's new one. Yeah,
So
correct.
yeah, so I think they just open up the can of worms that we
If
are
I'm
like
not mistaken, right now
expecting new ones.
we have around 12 cups, 12, 13 cups. Right. So I don't know. You may imagine this is basically the Smash Brothers of Mario Kart lah. So
Yeah,
you see everything inside that.
they decided to put new characters.
Right. Exactly. It's like
What's the point of Mario Kart 9 when 8 is
yeah.
still?
I don't know how they're gonna. Definitely,
They,
I don't know how.
they
I'm not
just
sure
call
how
it
they're gonna. Like,
just call it Mario Kart Ultimate like ultimate already lah.
I don't know, man. Because to be honest, when the remaster is not bad actually as well. So really did a good job remastering the tracks and stuff. You can see.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the point
Well,
of 9?
makes sense for a game that's been one of the top 3 bestseller up till this day. This game was back in 2014, 15.
Oh, you
Way
mean 8?
oh yeah,
You
when
mean
the
just
Switch,
8? Just
Yeah,
8.
when the
yeah, yeah,
when the Switch
yeah.
came out,
Oh no,
You mean no? This
Reese
game?
is
No.
including the Wii U one.
Yeah, yeah.
the Wii
This
U one.
basically,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Because
Yeah,
it's pretty
so
much the
it
same
was
game. It's
way
pretty much the
before.
same
right.
game.
And Deluxe, they until this date, it's definitely still on top 3 sales chart. Imagine,
It's a good
but
case study
yeah,
to see.
yeah. There's no reason for Nintendo to get Mario Kart. Now I've heard stories that they're doing that. They're starting to consider that, but with the financial figure from this game, why would they really put a lot of effort in the next game?
Yeah,
Right? So
why? If you ask me,
yeah,
I look at this. I'm like, why? Why is there need for 9? Unless it's like
yeah,
something completely new. Because whatever they should do with this kind of genre, they
yeah.
did already. So if it's a 9, it most likely will be an ultimate version. That's about it.
Once again, it's almost 10 years. This game is almost 10 years, and it's been top 3 since then. I don't know, it's just making money, man. I've
Yeah.
heard stories that rumors lah. They're gonna do the Mario Kart Double Dash kind of treatment for the next Mario Kart, where 2 players to control one vehicle. But I don't know how true is that.
That would be
Double
a
Dash was
cool
pretty
idea.
popular. Double Dash was
Oh, that'd be
pretty popular.
cool.
That would
Yeah,
be a
Double Dash
cool
was pretty
idea for a new game. But if
Yep.
you're talking about just like adding in new tracks and stuff like that, they can do it here also. So there
Yeah,
must be
it's crazy.
some different ideas that they can go with. So the next
Must
few,
be
I
a
think.
full stop.
Oh yeah. The next few one I just quickly go through. I don't think we will want to spend time.
Yeah.
Minecraft Legends, April 18. Blanc, a very narrative driven black and white narrative driven game. Next week, I think. Valentine's Day, February 14. Mega Man Network Legacy Collection, April 14. This game is good. Have a Night's Death, kind of like how Hollow Knight a bit. March 22nd.
Yep.
Very animated. My God, it's a very nice animation. This one, okay, I just want to give a little shout out for WBSC eBaseball Power Pros. It's out now, and you know how much does it cost? Sorry, that's a mouthful, lah. You know how much does it cost? 5 ringgit like that only. I'm not
God.
joking. It's $1. I'm not sure. I haven't buy it lah, but it's just like $1 and 8. I mean, Canadian, which is $1.84, which is times 3. Yeah, I think it's around 5 ringgit or less. So it's out now. If you're interested in baseball, give it a go. The 33rd game, Disney Dream Light Valley. There's a new realm. I didn't jump in. It's April 2023. Kids would love it. 34th, Tales of Symphonia remastered. I think
What
next
an
week
amazing game.
also, February 17th. But to be honest, I find that not many people talk about this remaster, and the graphic doesn't really look that great. Is it not?
What
Tales of
game is that?
Symphonia?
Tales of Symphonia remastered doesn't seem
It's
to be
a
getting
Final
like
Fantasy,
pretty.
Final
The
Fantasy 7 kind of treatment. I mean,
yeah,
it's a blocky kind of game, but it's I think if not the best, one of the
I think
best
I need to read a
Tales
bit
game.
more. Maybe it's just
Yeah, I
I
heard it's
read
one
the
of the
wrong.
best tales of this
In that
game.
case, maybe I need to re-watch some footages because that person's opinion seems a bit. Okay, the last game, which is the 35th, Tears of the Kingdom. I think we speak enough already about this game. But I want to let Zert speak
Link to
about it.
Reese.
Link to
Link
Reese
to Reese.
podcast. I will link
Pod-
it. I shall link it to. If you want to hear what me, Adri, and Reese's opinion, you can see that podcast. But I think we are most important is I want to hear what is Zerk's opinion on the trailer. Zerk.
Yes. Zerk.
Like I said in my tweet, I'm still surprised that the Breath of the Wild is still, the same price for the past 6 years.
Okay.
When I first look at it, I was like, "Is this the same map?" You know, I thought it's the same world. That's my first impression. So then after that, I was like, "Okay, it's a very in-depth trailer." And then of course, I was calling it it's a Zelda nut and bolt because one of the trailer thing you take a look at it, and then whatever that you guys are saying, yeah, that's what my impression was as well. And
God of War
obviously,
Ragnarok.
yeah, obviously because Zelda is something that we anticipate, right? Everyone is waiting for this trailer to come. But
Yes.
enough about the trailer because I think everyone has their own perception on it. But I was kind of disappointed with the collector edition. I know that it's going to be difficult for you to get a collector edition, right? The first one. But I was actually expecting to get a more grand collector edition.
You want more stuff, lah, right? More stuff, more unique stuff in the. Okay.
Yeah, in
Got
a
it, got
way.
it.
And it's just
Makes
that
sense.
steel case and that pin, and I was like, oh, that's that.
I think that's the issue with Nintendo Collector's Edition, right? They don't really know how to come up with like super creative, cool
Yeah.
collector's edition, right? All the steel books and stuff, right? Maybe it's the
'Cause they
same
know
Gilang.
because they know that people are gonna buy anyway, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is true. That's sad, That's sad, but it's true. Okay. I just want to add on, right, that I find that it may be the same world, but from what I saw, aside from the sky, right, I heard that there's like underground caves as well. So
Yep, exactly.
because
I wanted
makes sense also. Makes
I
sense
wanted
also.
to raise about that as well. I went through. I got a chance to just go through some of the analytics video of it. So it did improve my perception of the game. I was a bit a lot of doubt. I'm having a lot of doubt with the output from the trailer. I know it's just a trailer, but it feels very worn out, as mentioned before.
Yeah.
But when I went through the analytics, it seems that maybe we have been blindsided by the concept of the sky. And there will be a lot underground as well, which would definitely help the idea that they are using the same world as Breath of the Wild, but instead of focusing on normal land, maybe we're talking about sky and underground or something. I don't know. I've heard someone discovered that it's gonna be 18 gigabytes kind of stuff.
Wow.
So it's
wow.
slightly bigger than Breath of the Wild. Slightly bigger than Breath of the Wild was like
Mhm.
14 or something like that, if I'm not saying. So
Mhm.
this
PC
one's gonna be
Gamer
18.
says what? That's a small
Yeah,
game, bro.
That is a small game.
As a guy that just
exactly.
recently
I
played
heard
PC games, this is like so
yeah,
small.
someone was commenting that Activision saw that 18 gigabyte and Activision were like, how cute, right? Something like that.
Yeah, tell me more. Tell me more. What is that?
But I think Breath of the Wild have proved that size is not a factor.
Just say it.
Uh,
Size doesn't
yeah,
matter.
yeah, 14 gig back then was 14 gig. It still deliver at yeah. It
Good
just
game.
was just yeah. It was I think it create a scene back then with Breath of the Wild, and with this 18 gig, I've heard that they're gonna. I think that was one of the reason why it's gonna be like $70 because they had to get a bigger cartridge
Oh yeah, I heard of
to
that as
contain the
well.
game. Something like that. Yeah. So I don't know. I went through the analytics. It improved my perception a bit, but
Hmm.
I'm still hoping for Nintendo to surprise me again as usual.
Yeah, I feel that if it's really the sky and the underground, um, then I think it justifies, perhaps in a way lah. Perhaps that justifies the extra content and thus justify the increase of price. But of course, at the end of the day, increasing price still is at the end of the day we still have to pay more. It's never a good thing, but we have to accept that gaming is just getting more and more expensive lah. So no business want to have less profit, and we cannot expect like Nintendo is gonna, even though they offer a 32 gigabyte cartridge, you don't really can expect you cannot expect that they're gonna eat that cost, you know. At the end of the day, it's gonna pass down to consumers, which is us lah, right? So yeah, I think I after I learned that maybe there's underground segments, right? I think
Yeah.
I am definitely more interested, I'm basically more optimistic lah. Let's just put it this way. All right, I think lastly, if we're talking about rating the direct, me, Adri, and Reese already rated. I will remember Adri is 4 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
I recall Reese is also 4 out of 5, but the Zelda trailer alone is like 2 out of 5, which I agree. But after
That's
analyzing
special.
more, I definitely say 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 as well, just for the trailer alone. For me, my one is 5 out of 5 just because of Fashion Dreamer.
Game of the year.
Fashion Dreamer.
I shall die on that hill. Uh, I shall await the game to be announced as Game of the Year in the Game Awards. We'll see how that goes. Hey, you don't know, you don't know. It might be a
You
hit.
never know.
It
You
might
never
be a
know.
hit.
Contender.
He might win best family game. He might beat
Starfield.
Nintendo finally.
Starfield, move aside. Just step aside.
Yeah, it's a Switch exclusive,
Yeah.
right?
Starfield step aside. Yeah. Best online game. Fashion Dreamer beating out
Family
Starfield. I can say
game,
now.
artistic game. Yeah,
everything.
Best art direction.
Even
Best
platformer. Best
best.
platform. I don't know. Okay, I'm more interested to hear what. Let's hear about what Reese rate. How many out of
Is it-
5? Sorry. Zerk. How many out of 5?
I think okay, when it was released, I thought I wanna see what Adri was streaming, but then I got hooked up in my TV because I was, streaming from my phone to my TV,
I
and
see.
then I ignore Adri totally. So I watch it myself in my while lying on the sofa. But
Wait, you were watching my
think it's
stream and you didn't say anything.
yeah, I thought I want to hang out and watch. It was early, right? Because I cannot sleep at night. I woke up
Oh,
at 3. I said, oh my
okay.
God, it's still too early. And then I wanted to sleep again. But the hype is there, lah. I would say it's crazy. Reason being, so many games. I don't think I will, I have energy to finish the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I would give a solid 5 out of 5. Reason being, they're throwing all the demo all together,
Right.
A
and
bunch
demo.
of them, yep.
the Metroid, the Metroid is like, out of the blues, suddenly it's there. You can just buy it, and then there's no delay in the Zelda. You can dissect the, there's a lot of things to talk about Zelda, right?
Right.
The hand, the sword,
Oh.
it will be forever
I'm gonna
for
do
us
that.
if we want to
I'm
talk
planning
about.
to do that. I'm planning to really do
Yeah,
that.
you should. There's a lot of
yeah,
things
it's
that
gonna
we
be-
need
invite
to talk
you.
about.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
not
gonna
going to
invite
talk
you,
about
sir.
it.
Planning to invite you as well. So let's just
I hope
go
so.
deep into that.
Yeah, but I'm working tomorrow. Okay, anyway, I will give it a solid 5 out of 5 because a lot of the games, you don't know anything about the games, right? Then suddenly it's there, so you can see how I play Octopath Traveler, for example. So yeah, I love it. The
Def-
best Nintendo
I've heard there are
ever.
people. I've heard that it's getting the remark that it's one of the best, if it's not the best direct ever lah. So
since
Yeah, I
the
think so.
one on
Yep.
2017. I think that
yeah,
was a good one in 2017.
especially with what scenario that Switch is dealing with, Nintendo is dealing with. So I think it's basically on the last line. I don't know. I'm just guessing. So people are starting to have some doubt, especially no Switch Pro, no Switch 2 announcement, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Not there.
but somehow they managed to get grip of everyone, right? So it was you can see on your feeds, everyone is talking about this direct. So
I think
Yeah,
they pretty
they
much
choose.
just shut everyone up about the games.
Yep.
Yeah.
they did
I
well.
I was having a thought that they might be showing Final Fantasy 9 remake, because
Oh yeah, where
they,
was that?
they throw so much. Yeah, they threw so much games inside. I was like, okay, we're gonna have Zelda, but before that, we're gonna have Final Fantasy 9. Until that point. So yeah.
I shall minus 1 point for mine, become 4 out of 5 just because there's no Final Fantasy 9 remaster. Jeez, that was terrible, man. Now you say about it. Where was it? Actually, I was expecting it. Now I remember.
It's a score now. It's gonna be 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wonder, because F9 was my most favorite FF game. F9 was the best for me lah.
The leaks will come true. Don't worry, Harry. The leaks will come true.
Yeah, it has
Eh,
never.
eh,
It did not. It did not. Everything is there. Everything is, including FF Tactics. Is it? I saw I heard
really?
that. I just heard recently there was like news about FF
Yeah.
Tactics.
The team were currently busy, they were saying on Twitter.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's
They might be
apparently
busy.
Hopefully Matsuno is gonna be involved.
No idea. There's nothing that they say about it, but they may be busy playing Midnight Sun as well. That kind of thing.
Just for
we don't
research.
know.
While waiting for Fashion Dream, right? So yeah, I guess so.
Hey, don't steal a fashion dreamer, man. I would die on that hill just because of that. All right, I think that's it for 2 hours, almost 2 hours. Okay,
Yeah.
quickly,
Haven't
Kenneth.
we didn't get
Just
this in a
blame-
while.
I haven't done this in a
direct
while,
for that.
just because of the direct lah. But okay, let me see how I can end this. All right, cool. So that's the end of our discussion. I hope everyone get entertained and everyone know our thoughts lah. So thank you so much for listening, for watching. If you like what you saw, just give us a like, comments, share, the usual stuff, subscribe if you can, and you can listen to the audio version of our podcast through the usual way how you listen to podcasts, which is Spotify, iTunes, and what else? Spotify,
Google?
iTunes, and Google Podcasts. Yes, that's correct. So yeah, thank you so much, and guys, thank you so much for being here, all three of you, and we will see you again maybe next week. We'll see how it goes. See ya. Bye bye.
Bye bye.